That was so clean from Glaive there. You can see there's a nice set piece from the CTs there, knowing they didn't have the fuse kits or the sniper rifles, getting aggressive at the start. Liaz will pull one back, go for the wallbang attempt as well. A little bit of damage there towards Glaive, but he's already found 3 kills. 4 versus 2 now, but that shot looks like it's possible for Liaz. Both team members now trying to make their way towards A still. Minute on the clock, bomb needs to be recovered, and it's in a pretty precarious position here. JKS will be working with Liaz. And it's getting a bit scrappy now for Astralis. They're still quite combative towards the A side, and they don't really have to be.
It's tough to contain all the angles, but you're right, they could be a little more passive. They can concede the bomb. Magisk is on the flank as well, so he knows they're not going back over toward B. I say that, I assume he's actually upstairs in the lobby. No, he is down below. That gives us the angle we need. Zipic's peeking again, good timing. Bit of a risk if you get caught out by it, but Glaive knows that Liaz is rounding the corner, not enough time to do much else. And they do control it. Glaive, I mean, what are we gonna call that? The toilet bowl goes around. Through the window. Dupree is ready for that. Don't forget, Magisk is also there. How could we forget? We never got to find out in the first place. Dupree doesn't get them that far. Doesn't let them, excuse me, that far.
And that's actually pretty filthy.
Oh my God.
I've not seen that one before. I didn't even know this is possible. In the B side, looking towards middle. For anyone crossing towards A, it's not going to work out for now, but that shot will. Dupree, he lands the shot. It's going to go to a 4 versus 3 now, a chance. As he still holds strong, the flashbang successful. They baits out a shot, gives them access. Device drops down, and the bomb will have to be planted. Azza scrambles towards the site. He's got cover from the smoke, and now the retake begins. 2 AWPs, 1 thrown away, of course, and still more boosts.
Just above the smoke, okay. Similar position, however. Device just using the jump to see if he can spot anyone inside of the smoke. Liaz outside on Cats, off angle to watch bomb, but more so over top of the try box when they arrive. Could get a lineup, a little bit slow, find the headshot. Now they know exactly where he is. 3 players to bait him out. He's got the first. Time still ticking. Device has the kit, he's in the fight. And he'll get, thankfully, the kill, because on the catwalk, you don't want to risk the hit going over the edge.
Well then, that would...
Zipic's on the self boost. He's actually backed off it because of the smoke coming down. They're going to try and use sniper tech. Instead, Dupree, he caught out Liaz. Now we can look back. He knows they've already gone up the ramp. There's no one else to challenge. What a hold from Astralis. And we will tie the game at 5.
Once again, losing the opening pick, but sticking the landing. Astralis, they've got all the tricks.
Top should reveal that they are going to be heading that direction. Time enough, they could still go back, but for now, the pressure applied. Incendiary comes out as Magisk gets in position, and Glaive's going to head underneath to try and pinch through them in from the stairwell. Missed shots from Dupree this time. We've talked about his secondary opping needs, going to soften them up. That gives Glaive a much better chance. Not even a bomb plant. His timing is exceptional.
Yeah, Glaive is just performing like a beast right now. His flanks have been...
Single smoke to isolate that position, and then an access point, and it's actually quite a good little strategy.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, we have got an A finish here. Oh, Dupree going to be called out. Surely he does nail the shot. Can he close things out with a 5-7? Not quite. This is looking good now. 100 Thieves. The flashbangs that are very effective. Glaive, he's been fantastic so far in Vertigo, but he's going to have to go above and beyond at this stage. Free fires towards a jump spot. JKS going down, and Azza, he's low HP, but it doesn't matter. Gratisfaction will seal the deal there. A big... Device holding towards A short right now. Gratisfaction. Speculative shots, the wallbang coming through, but it's Device in position, taking down Jacob. Smokes off that position, now can focus towards the side, trying to push them up the ramp.
As over the smoke. Closer and closer. Be amazing to pick up an 8th round for 100 Thieves. Be a catastrophe for the two pistols. Double peek. First pistol, first success. Zipix finds it from on top of this site. Dupree, he's missed a few on B. That's been an opportunity, and they've got to capitalize on it yet again, but watch window. There's a flank going the other way. Glaive spotted. JKS turned around just in time as Dupree still waits. Gun barrel to bait him out, and JKS finally peeks when the flames land at his feet. That will put him in, well, now, a 1-on-2. I thought maybe he could get the bomb and get away, but not around quad in time.
Looking to make their way towards A, but JKS aggressive towards the A ramp. You'll see a lot of this from 100 Thieves. And then Renegades, we saw them really challenge towards the A ramp each and every time. This time with the SMGs and FAMASs, they're going to have full control. The smoke's down. They've got the opening pick. A lot of damage inflicted. Jacob gets one through the smoke. That's Device going down. I don't think we'll be seeing any plants just yet. JKS looking to farm some cash now. He's got all the space he needs. The flashbang's very effective, and so are the shots. Lots of money found there, and we're going to find ourselves with a 9-8 scoreline, but here come the Kriegs and the AKs in round number 8.
Like you say, and then trying to make the CTs consider it. You go back to where you have the options, but JKS shuts that down immediately. Already up towards scaffolding and rotates back into the site. Smoke down, boost for the op. No, he's going to actually stay on the ground. This is going to be a close quarter shot when they arrive. And makes no mistake on it, takes down the disc. Smoke will hold the other two at bay, but flashed off. He needs to keep his head down. He needs support from Jacob, who's going on to the self-boost, and it's back the other way again. This is actually kind of clever, because Device now has held B site, and in just by the situation working the way it has, in the rotations, he's going to hold this, and they don't know he's here. Pillar to hold at the jump spot at Kangaroo. He'll take down the Australians. Only one. Leah's the first gets traded out by Jacob. Bomb not denied.
No.
That's a problem because Dupree still has a chance. Look at the HP.
I can't believe that. The fact the bomb even goes down was surprising there, but it was all down to JKS. They had no utility, no real setup at all to speak of. They lost that first pick, and JKS had to deliver shots there. Gets himself a cup.
And the smoke just makes that even more powerful, because now with that smoke in position, JKS is able to walk out to this new position and stare down the well.
Yeah, how do you even get him out of this spot? Flashbangs is not really available. Zipex, that's a bit clumsy. He's got the bomb there. Down he goes first, and how do they recover at this point? JKS looks very confident. Doesn't land that shot, though. That's important.
Oh, big kill from Device, because that was meant to be a set trade. They'll still manage it because JKS recovers and finds another, but that could have been very sloppy. That actually could have turned the round completely in favor of Astralis. Bomb still sits on the ramp, though, and JKM is very much watching it this time, as Dupree is left alone and on B.
Incendiary down to slow down the pace. Flashbangs on either side. JKS once again nails that first shot.
100 Thieves showing why they picked Vertigo. Maybe the curveball, that's what they needed. And it's a big risk to pick this map. Best of 5, you go down 1-0 on your map choice against Astralis. That's been flawless, but maybe it is exactly what they needed to get that momentum, to steal one away and make sure that Astralis don't get running like they did against FaZe. They're running in this round, at least. Device, Glaive, opening kills, and as a result, they no longer have that control of the ramp. JKS is found on the site. Glaive's not done there. He pushes through, and another toward the lobby as Liaz has to back away.
That's insane from Glaive. The confidence he has there with 2 HP as well. That was pretty remarkable. Makes his way up the A ramp here, but he needs to be careful of the scaffold position.
Satisfaction above, no chance. Through the nade, he was spotted. Jacob down to the same man as Zipex gets 2, and Device already pushing forward. Here's the rotation coming in, just one left. Lias is gone. Astralis survived the curveball of Vertigo.
Yeah, but a 4 versus 3. Kit available, but only an HG and a flash now. They have to be aware of lower. Azza trying to sabotage their efforts here as he gets on the T room. Great play here, finds the AWP as well, brings things back to an even keel. But they know exactly where he is, but can they flush him out of the lobby position? 40 seconds remain, bomb goes down in a pretty awkward position. Azza still holding strong, doesn't want to fall back towards the bomb site yet. He knows he can't afford them to plant the bomb. He needs to whittle down that clock if possible.
It's aggressive, but they're not heading that direction anymore.
Yeah,
it's still information they can use.
They have to go lower at this point. And Liaz, he's the linchpin of the operation. HG in hand, he can hear them coming. He's got a guaranteed kill on Magus. That's taking him down, no problem.
He's around the corner. Oh, he's not. I thought he just got away from it. But you're right, he's gone. Liaz now backs away to control room and is fully aware that they are marching in his direction. 9 seconds. All he really has to do is get 1 kill. He gets both, and 100 Thieves get on the board.
That's all down to Azza, knowing that they lost outside, but shout out to Jacob.
It's not. He only gets 1. And they're going to commit to the ramp rather than wrap through. It looked like for a minute Device wanted to continue on and see if he can catch anyone rotating. Jacob's already down below, doors open. Azza smoked. Even if he opens from decontamination, he won't be able to see inside of the site. They're on both sides. A good find onto control room. Backed away at the exact second Dupree came in, perhaps misread what he'd heard, and he was a little bit closer than he expected. That gives Dupree control of the stairs with a smoke at the door open inwardly. Keep that in mind, because this is the reason. He can sit behind it. It actually becomes a bit of a cheeky position in which he has cover, but cover that is extremely spammable, and that is exactly what Liaz does, leaving the Jisk to hold the bomb. First one. Inevitable success from a great position on catwalk, but together they go crossfire. They stand as far apart as possible and peek together. It'll be another round for 100 Thieves.
Good stuff there. It's normally the lower bomb side where Astralis will thrive, and even in disadvantages, they manage to make the...
That's exactly that, Gratisfaction. cleverly. Oh, is he gonna get to the AC? If Jacob takes away enough aggro, he can jump up there, and he got there. He did get the kill from it. He's got a second one as well. He doesn't go all the way up on the roof, but a good position to counter out the smokes. I know it's against just the pistols, but still good read by him.
Yeah, you can never discount Astralis or Desert Eagles, to be fair. So the fact you've kept this round clean is going to help out tremendously going forward. Every kill counts in CS, especially in the CT side of NUKE. You need as many dollars as possible, and they'll be looking very good to keep all 5 alive here, especially with Zipex just 6 points of health. JKS confirms a clean sweep, and it will be tied up 3-3. For Rush or something like that, I think they might do. Considering they've been so slow and methodical, they're just going to go straight in towards the upper side, knowing they probably caused rotations already just by their presence towards lower in the previous rounds.
No one even willing to re-peek back through the smoke. They just back off and concede the fact that they run stampede in. That's
perfect.
Impressive. What a call.
Yeah, like you've hit the fear of God in them, right? You've gone towards lower every single round. You've been so slow. You've been using the outside smokes. Then it's an upper rush, and they've already adapted. They've already gone towards lower to the start. They're boosting their defenses outside. It's such a perfect play here from Astralis. Again, do you even go for this? Not a single kill picked up, and the round looks like it's done. That's when you know you've called the perfect strategy. Bomb goes down, and they don't even attempt to retake here. They're trying to lock the T's in with dupreeh. Great position. He's going to get 2 kills in, no problem. Oh my God. Were they even going for this, Matt? Like,
that was...
It's the most down for Astralis. He goes straight up the ladder here. Aza seems to be aware of it, but they're not in great positions. JKS with the AUG, making it work. 2 kills, and they actually have a solid grasp of the round here. Device, though, knows the AUG. And Liaz apparently is in position. Still has a fighting chance there as opposing the 3 versus 1, but doesn't really have the HP all the time. Just looking to cause financial damage here if he can.
Device, good, easy find, but JKS was perfectly positioned to trade that immediately. You can bait the low HP player, Stunna. It sometimes makes the trade a little...
That's still out there in a really compromised position here. 40 seconds remain. Glaive waiting for a mistake here. Zipex makes his way towards Decon, trying to get that vision. Glaive, I feel like he's going to go down any second. JKS been in one hell of a shift here so far. Oh, doesn't quite get the timing. And now Glaive knows he's got a decent spot to take him down. Back to a 2-on-2. Decent grenade as well. Molotov towards the ramp. This is where it all comes crumbling down for the 100 Thieves. Just JKM remaining. Oh, it's so well played from Astralis. Big smile on dupreeh's face. He knows that's a big round for them to pick up. Man through the smoke. That's Glaive, the danger man, but so quick. dupreeh, he'll take control of lower. Bomb will be planted, and how do you do this now? You've got 1 defuse kit, but you have got decent utility on the CT side.
2 players that are already pretty quick to get to secret, and I don't think they expected Jacob to be there as fast as he was. He walked. He was already at the corner holding the stairs. That gave him the jump, and he is a clever read. He's at CT spawn.
Yeah, that's the problem,
Catch out Astralis outside. It is a problem both ways, though, because if he gets that single kill, the 2 players downstairs now know that they're so far removed. They've got time and space, but not with Magist coming back through the rabbit out of the vents. As the Magic Man finds a double, it's going to be Liaz trumming back around to try and get at least Device, but he is done, and so is the half. Zonic loves it 4.
Just they're going towards outside, use that range, but they've got to go up against the USPs here. Off we go then. Glaive to receive the action first, but he doesn't get the initial headshot. Well, now he does.
Certainly does, but watch out because the time it took him to find it. That was Device. We thought that was Glaive. Device comes to his aid. I was going to say, the time it took Glaive to find that kill allowed them to wrap through the garage, but Device, apparently fully aware, got positioned to shut that down. dupreeh will shut down the round, and it is now 12. And I think the fate we discussed is now about to be so. He's there, but yet the MP9 does that much damage, plus the pistol. He gets down to 90, he's gonna get caught. Magisk dodges the flash, but they're still gonna be in position for which he can capitalize. And it's actually the high HP of JKS that gets its head torn off, leaving Liaz downstairs with 9 2-on-2. All right, I think Astralis is in a pretty good position for that exact reason. Headshot either way, and dupreeh closes out on Aza.
What a shot from Magist there. Added up, Zipex sprays them both down. Even if he gets 1, he knows I'll head towards lower. He's right by the vent for a transition play.
And they have absolutely no idea where he is. You can tell by the body language. Oh, he's gone too soon, though. Calm down now, crowd. Let's not give him too much information. As he was absolutely primed and ready for the 2 kills, but instead, he doubted himself, given that so much time had gone by. 11 seconds. If he comes up now, oh, he's spotted, but he knows there's no time for them to plant. They've gotten him behind the silos. They're safe.
Both there, Matt. Flash is decent. They'll swing off this together. 1 versus 1 now. Jacob, 1 bullet will take him down. Zipex has such a firm lead in this one. He knows exactly where Jacob is. Just trying to let him play himself at this point. Taps himself in the corner, spots him, and it's another clean clutch from Zipex. He mistimes the positioning a little bit there, but still, he holds his nerve, out-positions him, gets out.
Zipex down below as well, double smoke, but it's ramp that is going to have the pressure. Zipix has already actually rotated out. As I mentioned, he was watching through locker window, so he has to go back to that position. 2 kills. Krieg backs off, 44 HP still to work with. Has to concede the ramp room, however, but that rotation is covered off in the fact that Glaive is already swinging back over from Secret and is in position. Baited out of the shot, however, but at least in position to do damage onto Azza.
Yeah, he's still confident. Makes his way towards lower. 5 versus 3. Azza 16 HP. They'll have to commit towards low at this point. Molotov towards the window room. Great positioning for Glaive. Bomb goes down. That should be it at this stage. Looking to finish things off in style. Glaive going for 3 kills. Zipex already opened things up. 5 versus 1. That's going to be it. As they look for Azza here, he'll get a consolation frag, but unfortunately for him, that's going to be it. What a dominating performance that is from Astralis. Didn't really break a sweat there at all, Matt.
And 1 map away now from the IEM.
Keep the pace very quick here. As towards lower ramp, Zipex will spot the first.
Wow, nearly.
That's the bomb as well.
Azza's got to retreat from the site, which means they can't get the bomb plant down because he's held off. But now his teammates are doing the rest of the work. They've entered from upper. Zipix somehow still held the position on the sidewalk. Bomb went all the way back around instead. That's obviously now, in hindsight, from what I was saying, the safer decision. They saw that all along. Magisk comes back through. He's got armor, just to note. Zipix does not, but no kid either. This is the problem that they're going to run into if they have to find 3 kills. Just sliding back by the hitch might have a chance toward. Ooh, this is a clever flash because it's just the time that he just wants to come around the corner, and Gratisfaction gets him clean. Zipix needs an ace to win this round, and he can't find Azza. That was the low HP player. That was his best chance, and 100 Thieves take another pistol. Good. Not up there, and they might be in a second.
Yeah. It's going to go for an inside play of a flashbang, I think. In they go towards the Spalzo. Glaive position. The flames are down. That locks them out. They have to run for a grey screen now. He's taking them down 1 by 1. The remaining players towards that lower ramp. But JKS will pull a couple back here. But it's a 3 versus 1. And it's going to go in favor of Astralis here. Pretty promising round for a lot of damage. And like I said, no utility. How do you even get close to a bomb site at this point? As is just going to be Molotoving towards Connector, I'd imagine. As they make their way down towards lower, they know an orb's here. They can't even really flash it off. And will be the 2nd kill for Device, and Zipex looking to deny the plant once again. This round is all tied up. It's whether they can cause any damage here at all. Azza will get 1. Bomb, though, in a pretty compromised position. Device should close things out, which he does. Once again, this is looking way too easy for Astralis. 4 players survive, still with a double orb setup.
Trying to spot if anyone was working in from A main. Lias has. Satisfaction did, but the bomb goes down in his hands, needs to be recovered. What a shot indeed to do so. Is 69 HP. Lias now tries to plant. Magisk connects. Look at the HP. 8, 6, and 5. Make it just 6 and 5. Jacob gone. Magisk gets at the shot with the pistol to close him out, but Lias is going to back away. They haven't been able to pick up any rifles. JKS has picked up a lot of ground, though, and I think he's about to get one gifted to him. As Zipix turns around just in time, shuts that down as well. You won't fool him. You got to be quick. He saw him for a split second, but the headshot didn't exist. Didn't have an angle for it, and Astralis now find their 5th. It was underneath, just to be sure that no one's being sneaky and waiting. Device plays the passive angle outside of Ivy in case they walk in, but no one is as of yet. In fact, they're all going to back off despite that exchange early on and the amount of utility thrown in that direction. 100 Thieves seem to want to work as a unit. Try and get something working in their favor toward potentially A. I said it because Lias still has the bomb down toward Ivy, but he's alone in that position, just to note. If he goes down, if Device wins that duel, they're going to have a huge problem trying to get back inside of the bomb site. With 40 seconds, you're going to be, what, 15, 20 trying to get there to recover it and then go back?
They're baiting in the AK towards the main entrance as well. This is just so brutal. Dupree can swing around at this point, looking for 2 kills. He'll absolutely land it, and it's going to be Device to get the clean sweep. Oh, these rounds haven't been that compelling so far, Matt.
No, I mean, fair play. They stuck together getting into A main there, but they get baited in. But
I'm left the plan.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the totem drop worked last time because Dupree was distracted toward A main. This time, yeah, that's exactly what they would see. Great camera angle. Nothing. It would just be gray. And as such, they've realized it. They've identified it. They're going to head back over to the B site. 2 ops to cover the cross. Trying to get the bomb plants, and I think they will.
Nope.
A little bold from Device, and you're right. Still didn't happen. They still shut it down in the end. Device was going to run in with a knife.
He's going to try and pick towards the brown halls here. Device has been close range pretty much every single time, and low HP for Gratisfaction. They'll have the Krieg at this point, and down he goes. Another opening advantage here for the Danes. Gratis on 2 and 9 as Glaive just swings around and punishes them. He's in contention for MVP of this tournament, that's for sure. Another stunning round for him. 5 on 2. He's not even just getting going, but that's more like it. Jacob does find a double kill, make it a triple. He does survive. a chance here now as he gets yet another. It's actually Jake gets still the round away, so a round that looked like it was impossible for them to pick up. They actually make it work here, but down to 1 versus 1, and it's going to be Zipex who can't close things out. Finally, some fortune lands in the favor of the 100 Thieves. Wasn't the prettiest round, wasn't really down to tactical prowess, but the incendiary, that's very strong for Device. He can really focus towards the upper ramp now. They can still extinguish the flames, which they'll do, and make their way through.
Device with the first shot, though, is going to shut down the take-two of the site. Bomb's going to get to default now, and he has to fall off the tanker because the pistols do enough damage to thwart his position. He doesn't want to give that up easily. Flash, he knows they're going to be in the lane, checks it, but Aza's not showing. Instead, though, we found Liaz. It's going to be a flank, though. Double op on the retake. Glaive has to do this with the M4. He's got 100 HP in a kit, as well as his smoke. Device is the only one not with a kit, just to note, but yeah, they're not even looking at this. Jacob's got his attention there slightly, but the flash is going to be too good, too great, and too powerful. Astralis will take it back.
Oh, they get those 2 fantastic picks towards Pop Dog. The inside execution works out, but Device defensive, he'll fall back to him.
Holding a great position to make sure they can't get back over to the B site. The rest can be passive on A and let them walk in to the angles they hold, and that's exactly what Zipex does to find Liaz. However, Jacob, the hero of the only second round that 100 Thieves won, manages to get a kill that allows a bomb plant. Dupree knows that now it is on A. He'll go for the flank, but Jacob trades that as well. 1-on-1 with Device. Still on the AWP, just to note, 3 kills again. It's another 4-kill situation for Jacob, who I believe, oh, he's going to get it too. He's going to find it. He's going to sneak around on Device, who now has 11 kills, 8 of which come from rounds they've won. Liaz is in a great position to capitalize on that, even when he tries to. Glaive knows he's there, nades him out, forces him toward his own gun. It's a bayonet play. But it comes at a price, because Gratisfaction is able to find a shot in return, not accounting for Dupree, who walks out from hell. And it's now a 4-on-1, as Jacob's the only one left. He's gotten 4 kills before, but not this time. 12-3, Astralis lead on map 3.
This one, they can just put the brakes on. They might lose a player at the very start. Here come the nades. There's actually a player there to receive them, but May just makes his way out. He takes a lot of damage, but still looking confident.
Still trying to find the man missing in the smoke. Gratisfaction is he, and Device, it's championship point already. Trying to beat their own record from Chicago of...
Yeah, Jacob trying to save the day. He's done it in a few rounds now, but only gets the single frag.
Just takes down Liaz. Just Gratisfaction remaining.
Good luck, my friend.
It'll be the first notch for the Intel Grand Slam. At an Intel event, Astralis will take it again. It gives them 9 more to find 4 and an instant invite to Katowice next year.
A lot of speculation about the form of Astralis as of late.
They made it this far, and credit to them. They've got a good future in front. They've got a great CEO who's willing to support them. Did so very aptly on social media yesterday. But man, oh man, talk about history. Last year we debated who the best in the world won. Liquid had their say, but Astralis, I was always told growing up, perfect was impossible, but as far as I'm concerned, that's a masterpiece. Not a single map lost. Astralis, the first time in China! IEM Beijing, it's all theirs!